afternoon, and welcome once again to the weekly Mayor's Press Conference. Today is August 3rd. Hard to believe that we're into August already, but you know what? I've got in front of me the forecast for the next several weeks, or at least the next 2 weeks, and it's looking amazing if this holds true. Today's high is going to be 84, low is 65. Tomorrow, thunderstorms, scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. High of 82, a low of 55. Saturday, 77 is the high, a low of 56. And then into Sunday with partly cloudy conditions, and it's going to be a high of 80 and a low of 62. But again, just real quick, looking through the rest of this, Monday, high of 76. Tuesday, high of 77. Wednesday, 80. Back to 79, 78, 77, 78, 79. You know, this is this is vastly different than I remember last year to be, where it was just into hot. So this is really shaping up to be nice. Let's hope that the forecasters are getting it right. A lot of updates when it comes to EPW, Engineering and Public Works. The McKinley Avenue extension, Stimson Avenue roundabout, as you're aware, I'm sure, Stimson Avenue roundabout is open. McKinley Avenue, not. They are doing some curb work. Installation of the concrete roadway for McKinley is taking place this week. So again, they're really pressing forward with this project with the hopes of having it opened by mid-August. And anyone who's counting the days, mid-August is only a week and a half away. So let's hope that that holds. West State Street in Lancaster, signal upgrades. I was down there earlier today. They're hanging the lights, the traffic lights down there. And what they will likely do is they will likely, apologize for that. Rule of thumb, always turn off your cell phone before you go before the camera anywhere. Anyway, the traffic signals are, like I said, being installed. What they'll do typically is once they get the signals hung, they will slowly transition into those traffic signals being fully active, likely to go into a four-way blinking red light scenario, and then after that, after a period of time, then go into the full signalization of that intersection. So that project is nearing completion. Just wanted to give you a heads up as to the process. After they are hung, the traffic lights are wired and in place. The North Congress Sewer Line Project, again, Ring Street is closed to through traffic between Pine and North Congress. Again, this project is still moving along nicely. Still several feet existing of sanitary laterals that are being replaced, new manhole installation, as well as select repairs with the existing storm drain in that area. So again, just as an update, these are all Athens City projects, so if anybody has any questions or concerns, they can always reach out to the Department of Engineering and Public Works, and they can be reached at 593-7636. Now on to an ODOT project. Ohio Department of Transportation, 33 East is the East State Street exit closure, which is going to be happening. The closure is going to take place August 7th, so coming up soon. Again, this is the 33 eastbound exit ramp at East State Street. It'll be closed, asphalt pavement will be installed on 33, while concrete will be installed on the 33 eastbound exit ramp for East State Street. The detour for this, and this is important, the detour is US 50 east towards Belpre, and then the East State Street exit. So you'll have to literally kind of circle around through the city and head out east, 50 east, and then come back in as if you're exiting to go to Holzer Clinic or the Donwood, Ford, Lincoln, Mercury. I think you get the picture. It is an inconvenience, but you're gonna have to swing around that way to come into the city on the east end. An important, I've got another city project. It's a maintenance project. This is on the Peach Ridge Reservoir tank. There's maintenance going on. in that area. We're conducting a water tank maintenance for that reservoir. Work will begin Thursday, today, August 3rd at 8 a.m. until completion. There will be a water outage in the areas of Peach Ridge Road, North Point Subdivision, Strouds Run Road, Cable Lane, Northwood Drive, Orchard Lane, and parts of Columbia Avenue, as well as Old Peach Ridge Road. A boil order will be issued when the tank is refilled, and then water service will be restored. So just want people to be aware of that. And again, any questions or concerns, that is a city project. You can reach out to Engineering Public Works at 593-7636. This announcement came in from the police department, Athens Police Department, just as a quick note. And this is important. We have seen a rise in vehicle thefts within the Athens area. And so therefore, what we're noticing is that the counts are high, and obviously it's a targeted activity occurring in the streets in stealing vehicles. So that said, the number one thing that you can do if you own a vehicle in the city of Athens is, number one, don't ever leave your keys in the vehicle. Number two, always lock your vehicle. Lock it up. I think a lot of times we become a little bit complacent with our vehicles as well as our keys. So therefore don't tempt anybody by leaving your keys in the console or in the ignition, let alone leaving your car unlocked. As you probably remember, I made an announcement for people not to leave change or valuables in vehicles. Still don't do that either, but just be safe and protect your belongings, to include your vehicle, and always, always, always lock your car and don't leave your keys in your car. And as usual, if you see any suspicious behaviors going on in your neighborhood or around your own home, please do not hesitate to contact the police department. Reach out to them. You're better safe than sorry in reporting all suspicious behaviors that you might observe in your neighborhood. Arts, Parks, and Recreation. Arts West has a couple things going on. There's going to be this Friday, August 4th, at Arts West. They're hosting the African Dance Class and Performance, featuring Ugandan dancer Silar Robert Simpiji. And I apologize for destroying somebody's name. The class will begin around 5 p.m., and the performance will start at 7 p.m. So please come out and enjoy that contemporary art dance concert. Thursday, August 10th at Arts West, there's going to be a contra dance, something that people who are contra dancers come out and dance, or come out and learn something new. Again, this is going to be August 10th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Arts West. Admission is a donation for this particular event, so come out and partake. I also have some happenings around the city. Number one on the list is Bounty on the Bricks. This is the annual event. I believe this is the 4th or 5th Bounty on the Bricks, where they have a rather large table set up down Court Street and serving food it's a ticketed event. But Bounty on the Bricks is going to be held Saturday, August 12th on Court Street. It'll be closed between Union and Washington Street. Time of the closure is going to start at 8 a.m. And then it'll wrap up by 11 p.m. for this particular event. So just be aware of that. And the Athens County Fair. It's fair season, everybody. Athens County Fair is going to be held starting this Saturday, August 5th, and it will be running through August 13th at the same place as usual, down at the county fairgrounds, down at 2017 West Union Street. There will be, I take that back, this is down at West Union Street, and West Union and Schaefer Street traffic will be impacted by the fair events, so please consider either adding time to your commute or walking and riding your bike, or maybe even taking public transit down to the county fair. But keep that in mind. Fair season is rapidly approaching. The last thing I would like to do is read a letter that was received by the police department today. It was received by the Protective Services Manager at Oblenis Hospital. This is one of those things that I really like getting out there and bringing to the attention of the public. Again, this came from Stephen Knopf's, Protective Services Manager for Ohio Health, and it has to do with two of our police officers. So let me read it. Chief Pyle. On July 25th of 2017, Officer Andy Foster and Officer Justin Boggs responded to the hospital after a call for assistance in getting an elderly Alzheimer's patient into the hospital. The patient's daughter was visibly upset, and the patient was physically resisting leaving the vehicle that she was sitting in. The patient asked me to summon law enforcement, and I believe that the situation might have resolved if she saw that uniform officer, that an officer had been summoned. The situation did not resolve, and the patient remained determined to remain in the vehicle. The patient's children had the power of attorney, and the patient was clearly in need of assistance. I and my officers were advised that we could not extricate the patient from the vehicle. Officer Foster and Boggs both spoke with the patient, and even attempt was made to have the patient exit the vehicle voluntarily. When this failed, Officer Foster gently assisted the patient from the vehicle. Foster explained to the patient what he was doing and why he was doing it, and placed the patient in a wheelchair. The patient's attitude of frustration and disgust turned to fear and regret, and the patient began to cry and stated that she hadn't hurt anyone. Officer Foster immediately comforted the patient and assured that she reassured her that everything was going to be fine. Officer Foster told the patient that he would hold her hand while she was in the wheelchair until the hospital, while she was wheeled into the hospital, and he did so. Officer Foster's compassionate response was exemplary. Both of your officers were creative, professional, and empathetic in resolving the situation and getting the patient the medical evaluation she needed. I commend your officers' actions and wanted you to know that in this assistance, as in always, we appreciated the assistance of your officers, that your officers provided, and the manner in which they provided it. So I want to give recognition to those two officers, as I know that all of our Athens Police Department officers, actually all of our safety services personnel, always go above and beyond the call of duty in any way they can. And yes, they are creative individuals in trying to find ways to diffuse sometimes tense situations, but also to be compassionate most importantly in this situation, to an individual who may have had cause because of the condition to be a little either angry or fearful of what was going on. So I too give great praise to our safety services personnel. That's all I have for today. Don't have a lot more. It was kind of a light day in terms of the press conference, but some pretty informative stuff. Next week, there will not be a press conference. I will finally be getting a little R&R, and we'll be returning back to the city Thursday afternoon, late afternoon, but we will continue our press conference rolling into the week after. And then I believe we are planning another remote within either the week after that or sometime soon. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that we are planning to have the remote press conference somewhere down by the new roundabout. But we will keep you updated as to where that happens. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you, well, you will see me in 2 weeks. Take care and have a great rest of your summer.